Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and welcome to Jack Murphy Stadium. We are bringing you the first of what will probably be many games in our 1979 Strat-o-matic National League replay, basic version rules. And this game is April 14th between the visiting 7-1 Cincinnati Reds, taking on the lowly Padres here in an early season contest in the Western Division. Let's go ahead and go over our starting lineups, and then we'll get to some baseball. For the Cincinnati Reds, and you can see it in the upper right corner there, I've got the starting lineups for you. Starting in center field, leading off Ken Griffey. Batting second, shortstop Dave Concepcion. Batting third, second baseman Joe Morgan. Cleanup is left fielder George Foster. Dan Dreesen is batting fifth. He's on first. Johnny Bench, backstop. Catcher is batting sixth. Ray Knight, hot corner man, is in the seventh slot. Cesar Geronimo, center fielder, is batting eighth. And Tom Seaver, Tom Terrific, is on the mound. He'll bat ninth. For the home team Padres, the Pads. Leading off, center fielder, Gene Richards. Really? Yeah, Gene Richards. Duh. Batting second, Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz, shortstop. Jerry Turner, left fielder, batting third. Dave Winfield is cleanup. He'll be out in right. Dan Briggs, first baseman, batting fifth. Gene Tennis is catcher for the Padres in this game. He'll be batting sixth. Paul Dade, third baseman, batting seventh. Billy Allman, batting eighth. He's at second. And on the hill, starting for the Padres, is going to be Gaylord Perry. Basic rundown on how I'm doing this, is we're using BaseballSimResearch.com roster sheets as played. As you can see, some players are not carded, such as Barry Evans and Broderick Perkins in the original 20-card set, 1979 from Strat. So I am replacing as I have players and trying to keep an eye on at bats, but there's no way that usage is going to stick in this project. I'm not worried about it. And in the case of Billy Allman, for Fernando Gonzalez, he is injured, and I'm doing injuries no longer than the current series in which it occurs. Injuries are already taken into account as far as the amount of at-bats, but I don't want to penalize teams too badly, and no more than 2 injuries at a time, because with only 20 cards, that really whittles into a lineup. Kind of the basics. Yeah, let's play some baseball. So we have Ken Griffey leading off for the Reds. I never set this stuff up. I knew I'd forget something because, you know me, I always forget something. Oh, just stand up, I say. And we'll bring you over here in case I need you. Now, where do I put you? See, this is stuff I should really figure out before I start the video. Alrighty, yeah, well, just, you're out of the way. You're good. Alright, here we go. Leading off, Ken Griffey facing Gaylord Perry. That's going to be 6-5 off Perry's card. Hard ground ball hit to, and I'm going to do this the way that I did so that way I can keep track of defensive players. Billy Allman at second. Right there. So that's how we're going to have to do it. Hits it to Billy Allman at second, over to Briggs. That's going to be out number 1. So 4-3 ground ball. Next up, Dave Concepcion. The pitch from Perry, 2-11, and that's going to be a hard ground ball back to the box. Perry picks it up off the back of the mound, dishes it over to Briggs for out number 2. Joe Morgan now comes to the plate, second baseman. 2 away, bottom of the first. 6-6, that's going to be a hard liner on the right side, and Briggs gets his glove all over it for out number 3, saves the base hit. So 1-2-3 go the high-scoring Reds, and we're going to go to the bottom of the first inning. I told you guys there were going to be games, just not many because, again, this is a private project. And I don't want to feel obligated to make videos in order to play the game, so I'm not making videos to play the game, but, you know, like tonight I was like, let's make a video. It's been a while. Been a while. No copyright strikes, please. Leading off for the Padres, center fielder Gene Richards, facing Tom Terrific, Tom Seaver on the hill. Here's the pitch, 4-8, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Tracing underneath it, Ken Griffey. Tracks in, makes the catch. That's out number 1. Now standing in is Ozzie Smith, shortstop. Seaver with the pitch. That is a 4-9. A lot of results coming off the pitcher's cards, but this one is hit down the left field line, and that's going to be a single. Drops in for Ozzie Smith, so he is on base. They are going to hold Ozzie Smith at first, which would take him to a 1-11 to steal. He's not getting the green light. Jerry Turner at the plate, 1 away. 4-10, long fly ball to the gap. This is being chased out there by George Foster and Geronimo. Geronimo is going to get to it. Turner is turning and headed for second. Ozzie Smith is headed for home. He gets the green light, and he's going to score on the RBI double. And the Padres are up by a score of 1-0. Here early in the game, bottom of the first, 1 out. Tom Seaver is set. Dave Winfield at the plate. Runner in scoring position. Here comes the pitch, 6-4, and Seaver gets him swinging at the knee cheese. Yeah, I know you've been waiting for that. So have I. Out number 2. And that's going to bring us to Dan Briggs, first baseman. Seaver is set, gets the signs from bench. The windup, the pitch, fly ball to center field. Cesar Geronimo tracks underneath it, smacks his mitt, makes the catch for out number 3, but the Reds do play to run here in the bottom of the first, and your score is 1-0. Let me adjust that for you very quickly, if I could, because that's got to show, you know, it's got to show. Let's see. I'm sorry. Padres are up 1-0. That's a 1. And that is a 1 with 2 hits. And here we go to the top of the second inning. Reds are coming up to the plate, looking to put some runs across. Perry is going to face George Foster, Dan Dreesen, and Johnny Bench here in the top of the second inning. Got Perry's card right there, so I can keep track of stuff. And this game, again, was played on April 14th of 1979. In real life, the Padres won this 3-2 on 8 hits with an error against 5 hits for the Reds. Alrighty, here we go. Gaylord Perry is set to face George Foster. Leadoff batter, second inning. That's going to be a 2-7, and Foster works the 3-1 count. Takes the curveball in the dirt for a walk. So that is going to be 1 on. Dan Dreesen comes to the plate. Perry is set. He dishes. 6-11. Fly ball to right field. That's going to be to Winfield. He is a 1 with a 16. Gets underneath it, makes the catch, and Foster will retreat back to first base. So that is 1 away. Brings us to Johnny Bench. Bench at the plate. Perry is set. Looks over to Foster. Not a threat to steal, but to keep him honest. Here comes the pitch. 6-10. Fly ball to right field. This one, calling Dave Winfield's number again, gets underneath it. Makes the drifting catch over towards the foul line. Relays the ball back in. That is 2 outs. And we go to Ray Knight. Third baseman for the Reds. Reds have had 1 base runner so far. George Foster with the walk. Perry with the pitch. 4-6. And that is going to be a single. Going to be a single down the left field line. And that's going to allow Foster to advance to third. So now with 2 outs, the Reds have a runner in scoring position. Cesar Geronimo comes up. Perry is set. He's going to walk Geronimo. Walk the bases full to get to Seaver. Here comes the pitch. 5-10, and catcher's card X. That's going to be tennis is a 3 with a 13. And pops it up foul behind the plate. Tennis gets back underneath it, makes the catch. Intentional walk strategy works. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Nobody across for the Reds. They get back to the top of the order, but the Padres are ahead 1-0 here going to the bottom of the second inning. Tom Seaver set to go. Largen in charge on the hill for the Reds. Gene Tennis is going to be our leadoff batter for the Padres. Yep, no one hit for the Reds. So let's take care of that. Because, you know, it's me. One hit for the Reds. Here we go. Tennis is set to lead off, bottom of the second inning. The pitch from Seaver, 4-10. And that's a long fly ball. This one is back. It is going, and it is out of here. Touch 'em all, Gene Tennis. Home run, solo shot. Padres are up 2-0. Starting off the bottom of the second inning. How did Gene Tennis scores? Paul Dade now up to bat. Here we go. Tom Seaver is set. Trying to shake it off. Here's the pitch. 3-5. And that'll be a base hit for Dade. Hits that one up the middle. Billy Allman comes in. Second baseman, 8th in the order. Runner on. Dade, no threat to steal. They're going to hold him just the same. Because I might change my mind, you know. 4-8 fly ball to right field. This one is hit right at Ken Griffey. Only has to take a couple of steps to his right. Takes a couple steps in, making the catch. Easily enough. That's out number 1. And that's going to bring us to Gaylord Perry. Perry is going to try to bunt the runner over, trying to get Dade to second. And with that 8, that is going to be a nice bunt laid down the first base side. Charging in is Dan Dreesen, gets it up and fires it to Joe Morgan, covering behind him. So that's out number 2, but that is going to get Dade in scoring position with Gene Richards coming up to the plate, who flew out to right his last time up. Seaver is set, trying to get out of the inning. Here comes the pitch. 2-2. Hard ground ball hit to third. Knight scoops it up and frozen rope throw to Dreesen. Beats Richards by a step for out number 3. 1 run scored by the Padres, and they are up by a score of 2-0. We're going to go to the top of the third. This game is brought to you by Strat-o-matic Baseball. Strat-o-matic.com. Strat-o-matic, the game company. Check them out. Definitely got some great games. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, the top 4. They've had some others over the years. They've got board games. They've got computer games. They've got daily online games. A very good series of games. Check them out. Fun to play. Primarily what you're going to see on this channel, quite honest, because it's what I know best, and I want to play something that is not going to get in the way of you guys enjoying a game. So check them out, www.strat-o-matic.com. Gaylord Perry set to pitch the top of the third against the top of the Reds order. Ken Griffey, Concepcion, and Morgan to follow. Here is the pitch to Kenny Griffey, 4-8, and catches him swinging for Perry's first strikeout of the outing. One away, Davey Concepcion comes up. Grounded back to the pitcher his last time up. 6-2. Fly ball to right field. Dave Winfield is there. Easily makes the play. That's 2 away on the Reds. And we go to Joe Morgan, second baseman. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball. Roll 'em all. That's a 3-7, and he's going to sit there and patiently wait on the count, and he's going to work himself a walk. So he gets on base. 2 outs. He's not going to get the green light to steal. George Foster is set. Here comes the pitch. 5-5, and Foster hits one into left field. Deeply hit. Chased back there by Turner. Morgan is going to get around to third base. Foster in easily with a single, rounds first and heads back. Men at the corners with 2 outs, and the Reds with a chance to score some runs and make this a game. Dan Dreesen now facing Gaylord Perry. Here comes the windup in the pitch. 5-7, and that's a base hit by Dreesen. That is going to score Morgan. And the Reds have one on the board. Foster holds at second. Joe Morgan scores. It is 2-1 Padres. 2 outs, top of the third. Johnny Bench is set. 6-8, and pops it up in the middle of the infield. Billy Allman calls off Ozzie Smith, makes the catch for out number 3. Reds do play to run. Ah, come here. Think. Let's see. 2 more hits. I didn't do that. I didn't do any of this, actually. So let's do that. Let's do... Try to keep this as current as possible. They scored a run. They scored a run and did it on 2 hits for a total of 3 so far. And yes, 2 runs for the Pads. There we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Your score is 2-1. Padres have 4 hits so far, and the Reds have only 3. Tom Seaver is set. Gets his warm-up pitches in with Johnny Bench. Ozzie Smith is set to lead off the inning. Seaver is set. Here comes the windup, the pitch, and that's going to be a 5-11 fly ball to left field. Giving chase is George Foster. He is a 4 with a 15, and it falls. It gets past him. Not much. He catches it on the hop on his side. Not able to swivel and make the quick throw in, but it is going to give Smith a single. It worked in my brain. Shut up. Ozzie Smith on first. He's not being given the green light, not with Johnny Bench's arm. Jerry Turner is set. Here comes the windup, the pitch, and that's going to be a 1-6. And that's going to be a single to right, and Smith is going to round second. He's going to make it to third, so we have runners at the corners with nobody out, 2 on. Padres are going to play infield in. Dave Winfield comes to the plate. Comes the windup, the pitch. Reds are playing infield in, 2-8, and that's going to be a fly ball deep to left field. Chasing to the wall as George Foster makes the catch, and Ozzie Smith is off like a rocket, and he is going to score on the sacrifice fly. So that is another run for the Padres. They're up 3-1. Dan Briggs, runner on first, 1 away. 3-1 is your score. And 3-3 is the pitch. Ground ball hit hard to second base. Easy play from Morgan. Fires to Concepcion on the run. He turns and gets it over to Dreesen for the 4-6-3 double play. For those of you scoring at home, and if you're not scoring at home, you should be. And that's going to end the inning. Inning-killing double play by the Reds, but the Padres do plate another run, making the Reds' job a little more difficult. They've scored 1 run in each of the first innings thus far. Get back over there so people can read stuff. Now let's see. Padres, 2 hits, 1 run. Yeah, it's not a good place for that. I'll have to leave you over there. We pause for station identification. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you're going to have to stand right there, and that's fine. Okay, Gaylord Perry comes on to face the Reds, top of the 4th inning. He'll face 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, and Ray Knight, Cesar Geronimo, and Tom Seaver. Knight is set. Perry with the pitch, 4-4, fly ball to center field. Gene Richards giving chase, gets underneath, the camps out, smacks his mitt, lets gravity do the rest. That is 1 away. And that will bring us to Cesar Geronimo. Gaylord Perry with the dish, fly ball to center field. Richards being called again. This one moving to his left, calls off Winfield, and makes out number 2. And that brings up Tom Seaver, who popped up foul to end the 2nd inning, his last time up. 3-8, hard ground ball hit to third. Good play over there by Paul Dade. Fires it over to Briggs and easily forces Seaver for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. And Tom Seaver on the hill for the Reds will face 6, 7, 8 of the Padres battery and Tennis, Dade, and Allman. Gene Tennis is set. Hit a solo homer to lead off the bottom of the second his last time up. Looking to reproduce that. Would love to get more runs against these Reds. Here's the pitch. 2-4. And that's going to be a ground ball hit hard to Concepcion. Fields it easily. Takes the 2-hopper. Fires it over to Dreesen for out number 1. Paul Dade, third baseman. Here comes the windup and the pitch. He singled his last time up. 5-11 fly ball to left field. That's going to be to Foster. He is a 4 with a 1. And that is going to fall right into his mitt for out number 2. George Foster makes the play. Bill Allman. Here we go. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. 3-1 score. San Diego Padres. Comes the pitch, 6-6, and Tom Seaver gets him to strike out, his second of the game. Ends the 4th, sets the Padres down in order, which is cool by me because then I don't have to do keyboard stuff for the score thing over there. Just moves more smoothly. I like pitchers' duels anyway, you guys know that. Home run, schmome run. Strikeouts, set them down. All right, we go to the top of the 5th. 4 games underway. Again, score 3-1. Padres over the Reds. And Perry facing the top of the order, and Ken Griffey, Dave Concepcion, and Joe Morgan here in this inning. Perry is set. Here's the pitch. 4-2. And Perry sneaks one by Griffey. Second time he's caught him with the K. 1 away. Dave Concepcion comes up now. He's 0 for 2. Perry with the pitch, 4-9, and Concepcion, his patience pays off, takes a 3-0, high and inside, and gets the walk. Reds have some business going on at first. Joe Morgan comes up, he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Gaylord Perry is set. Here's the pitch, 6-7, ground ball hit hard to short. Ozzie Smith is a 1 with a 6, scoops it up. He fires it over to Allman at second, on to Briggs at first to force Morgan for the 6-4-3 double play, and that's going to get Gaylord Perry and the Padres out of the inning. No runs plated, no hits, runs, errors, or left on base for the Reds. Game is official after 4.5. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and Tom Seaver is set to go. Both pitchers doing, well, Perry's pitching a pretty good game. He's got some good defense behind him as well. Even with those 3 4s in the field and 2 3s. It's not going to Perry's card. It's going to it in the right places. We're getting some really good rolls. The Reds, man, the Padres are just taking advantage of what they're getting. And that shows in the score, 3-1. Bottom of the 5th inning, leadoff Gaylord Perry. He sacrifice hit his last time up. Seaver, 3-6, and that's going to be a ground ball hit weakly to Concepcion at short. Scoops it up, fires it over to Dreesen, and easily forces Perry with the 6-3 ground ball for out number 1. Gene Richards coming up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far. Tom Seaver is set. Here comes the pitch. 2-9, and that's a base hit for Richards. Loops it over Concepcion's head into left center, so he is on base. He's going to try and steal. And he gets in there. Stolen base for Richards in underneath Concepcion's tag. Bench with a little bit of a late throw. Ozzie Smith might have been leaning in there a wee little bit, but Richards is on second regardless. 1 out. Ozzie Smith, he's 2 for 2. 2 singles, 2 runs scored. A good bit of the offensive production for the Padres in this game. Seaver is set. Here's the windup, the pitch. 5-11 fly ball to left field. George Foster is being called on again, and he drops it off his glove, rolls into the corner. That's going to score Richards. And Ozzie Smith trucking before Foster can recover. Ozzie Smith gets to third. E7. Boffo Foster. Bad Foster. So that may end up being an unearned run for Tom Seaver. One out, runner on third. Infield in. Jerry Turner comes to the plate. He's going to swing. That's going to be a 6-9 and a single for Turner, and that's going to score Smith, which is an unearned run. Put a little minus sign right there. That would have gotten Richards to third. So if we get one more hit before a second out, then that will stay an earned run. Dave Winfield comes up to the plate. 2 across already for the Padres in this inning. Bottom of the fifth, Seaver still on the hill. McNamara not set to change him yet. Here comes the pitch. 4-3, and Seaver gets back ahead there. Second time he has struck out Dave Winfield so far in this game. His third of the game. And Richards becomes an unearned run. And that's going to move us to Dan Briggs. First baseman, here we go. He's 0 for 2 so far. Third out in the first and third innings. Tom Seaver looking to get the Reds back to the plate. 4-8, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Easy play out there for Ken Griffey for out number 3. Well, the Padres are doing some damages. 2 runs on 3 hits. So that is 5. That becomes a 9. 5th inning, 2 runs, and your score is 5-1. Going to the 6th inning. Top of the 6th. Reds at bat. Gaylord Perry on the hill, still going easily for the Padres. He's pitched a pretty good game so far. Only given up 3 hits and 4 walks, 7 base runners for the Reds. He'll face Foster, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Dreesen and bench to follow. Here comes the pitch from Gaylord Perry. 6-12. Ground ball back to the box. Perry is able to glove this one this time cleanly. Gets it over to Dan Briggs for out number 1. Retires Foster. Dan Dreesen now. He is 1 for 2. RBI single back in the 3rd. Gaylord Perry with the pitch. 3-8 hard grounder hit to 3rd. Easy play over there for Dade. He takes the 1-hopper and fires it over to Briggs for out number 2. I don't think I've messed up a defensive player's call yet. It'll happen. You know me. Johnny Bench. 3rd batter of the inning. Top of the 6th. Padres up 5-1. Perry with a pitch. 2-4 ground ball hit to 3rd. Dade again called on. Takes the hopper moving far to his right and pivots and throws off balance. 1-hopper to Briggs. Beats Bench there by a step for out number 3. Fantastic play by Dade to end the inning. And that is going to take us to the bottom of the 6th. Padres are coming up. And this may be Seaver's last inning. And he's due to bat in the 7th. So let's just see what happens here. Gene Tennis is leading this inning off. Paul Dade and Bill Allman to follow. Tennis is 1 for 2 with a solo shot to lead off the 2nd to give the Padres at that time a 2-0 lead. Here comes the pitch from Seaver. 4-8 fly ball to right field. And out there is Kenny Griffey. Gets underneath it and makes the catch. 1 away. It's going to bring us to Paul Dade. Dade is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly to left. Here's a pitch from Seaver. 1-4. Pops it up weakly on the right side of the infield. And Ray Knight, smacking his mitt, gets underneath it. Almost in foul territory in front of 3rd base and makes the catch. Routine work of the pop-up for out number 2. Bill Allman comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2, struck out. Tom Seaver wanting to end this on a good note. 6-9's a pitch, and Allman extends the inning with a base hit, which is going to bring up Gaylord Perry, and Perry is going to pitch. I think he's got 7 for his fatigue. I'm not using fatigue, but I try to at least have the starters go 5 innings. but I notate what their rating is, so I know reasonably how long they can go in a game. And Perry at a 7, if he's doing well, he could go a whole game. So he is going to bat with 2 outs, runner on first and Allman. Score is 5-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Seaver with a pitch, 4-8, fly ball to right field again, and Ken Griffey gets underneath it. That's 3 putouts in the last 5 batters by Ken Griffey. And that is going to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, none left on base. So we've got 1 more hit for the Padres. 10 it is. Alrighty, we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. Knight, Geronimo, and presumably a pinch hitter rather for Tom Seaver. But first, let's do Ray Knight. Gaylord Perry is still set to go. Knight is 1 for 2 with a single back in the 2nd. Part of the bases loaded 2 outs thing that came to no avail for the Reds. They've only scored 1 so far in this game. Perry is set. Here comes the pitch. 4-12. Hard ground ball hit to short. Smith fields it cleanly. No! He throws it into the dugout. Knight is going to round first. He's going to get to second on the throwing error. And that's a 2-base error. Ozzie Smith. Boffo Ozzie. Bad Ozzie. Alrighty, here we go. Cesar Geronimo, doesn't care if it's an earned run or not, wants something across the plate. Definitely going to be a pinch hit situation for Seaver. Knight is set to go at second. Perry with the pitch, 4-4, fly ball to center field, and easy play out there for Gene Richards. Gets underneath it, makes the catch, and relays the ball in quickly as Knight retreats back to second. That's 1 away, and we are indeed going to have a pinch hitter for Gaylord Perry, who shall the Padres bring in. We're thinking it's going to be Jay Johnstone. No, it's the Reds. What are you doing, dummy? Don't make another dead ball trade. Those of you who've been around long enough know about that. We're going to look at Dave Collins. Pinch hitting for Tom Seaver. So, Dave Collins. Pinch hit. He is a 17 base runner, a stealing. 1 out, 1 on. Collins, third base. Yeah, probably just going to be a pinch hit and then let him go. Of course, we've got a couple of other positions to work with. We might be able to work a double switch in here. He does play center. Plays right. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. Perry is set. Collins comes in. Perry with a pitch. 6-6. Collins, hard liner to right. No, low liner and grabbed by Dan Briggs for out number 2. And that's going to bring us to Ken Griffey. He is over 3, struck out twice at the hand of Perry. Top of the 7th, 5-1 game Padres. Perry is set. Here's the pitch. 5-9, strikeout. Got him for the... How many total strikeouts? Is he the only man that he's striking out? It is. He has got Ken Griffey's number and nobody else's, but gets him out of the 7th, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so we're not going to change the pitcher's position. Are we? He could play right. We could put him in right and put the pitcher in Griffey's slot. So Collins is going to come in and play right field at a 4. That'll be it for Griffey. Okay, yeah, double switch. That'll work. Who's going to come in and pitch the bottom of the 7th for the Reds at the old ball game? Thank you. Let's see. Who's coming in for Tom Terrific? Da-de-da-de-da. We'll put him back there. We've got Doug Bear, Paul Moscow, and Dave Tomlin. Tomlin hasn't pitched in a minute or 2, so I think we're going to bring Tomlin into the game. Dave Tomlin, pen almost acts like it's getting low. There's a good 1.5 inch of ink lifted in there. Oh well. Big Blue Roller. Best pen in the history of the world. Alright, so we're going to have a new pitcher there. Seaver went 6. He gave up 10 hits. 1 homer to Gene Tennis. Runs are 5, but only 3 were earned. He struck out 3, walked. Only 3, yeah. Any walks? No walks. Alright, so there we go. Tom Seaver. Dave Tomlin is set to go here. Bottom of the 7th inning, he'll face the top of the Padres order in Gene Richards, Ozzie Smith, and Jerry Turner. Gene Richards 1 for 3. Single, stolen base, and a run scored in his last at bat. Tomlin is set. Here's the pitch. 6-8. That's going to be a fly ball to center field by Richards. Hit out there to Cesar Geronimo. Gets underneath it and makes the catch. Out number 1. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz. He's 2 for 3. Scored 3 runs, 2 singles, and reached third on an error by George Foster back in the 5th. Let's see if he can get around and score again. 4 runs in a game. Why not? Tomlin with the pitch. 5-4. Is he a weak? This is another thing I'm doing. If they're a weak batter, it's only going to be a single. He is weak. So that is a single for Ozzie Smith. He is on base yet again. No hits there. Okay. And I did that. Just making sure I'm keeping up with the scoreboard there. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 7th. 5-1 game, Padres. Jerry Turner is set. He is 3 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI double. Here's the pitch from Tomlin. 5-6. Fly ball to center field. This one is hit out there to Geronimo again. Smacks his mitt, makes the catch, and tosses the ball back into the infield. That is out number 2. Brings us to Dave Winfield, who has struck out twice. He's over 2. He does have an RBI sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch from Tomlin. 4-10, and that's going to be a walk. Winfield gets on base, ushering Smith up to second. 2 out, 2 on. Runner in scoring position for Dan Briggs. He's 0 for 3 so far in this game. Dave Tomlin looking to get business going and get out of the 7th. 6-7 hard ground ball hit to Concepcion at shortstop, and he scoops it up. He gets it over to Dreesen for out number 3. And that ends any Padres scoring bids here in the 7th. They do have another run to their tally, or hit rather. Alrighty. That's going to take us to the 8th. Gaylord Perry is coming out. He's going to start the 8th inning. And he's facing 2-3-4 of the Reds battery in Concepcion, Morgan, and Foster. If the Reds are going to mount a comeback, this would be the time to do it. Concepcion is set. He digs in. Here comes Perry with the pitch. 5-5, and that is going to be a single for Concepcion. He's on base. And a B is a 13. -2 is 11. Concepcion, and the 8th inning is not going to try to steal. No, leave the base runner on. Joe Morgan is set. Morgan is 0 for 2. He walked back in the 3rd and scored a run. The only run for the Reds so far. Perry is set. Here comes the pitch. 4-9, and issues another walk to Morgan. We have 2 runners on for the Reds here in the top of the 8th. Who do the Padres have in the bullpen? How is the bullpen? They've got Lee and Fingers. DeKisto is unavailable for this game. Lee and Fingers are high RBI. Perry is going to try to keep going. But let me close this. I have slow performance issues on my computer because that's not important. Alrighty. Yeah, he's going to face Foster. Foster 1 for 2. Single and a walk. Perry is set. Foster standing in. Here's the pitch. 4-7 hard ground ball hits to second base. Allman is a 4 with a 4, and that is going to be a base hit for Foster, and Morgan headed for 3rd, and Concepcion's going to score. RBI single for the Reds. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Normal conventions is take Perry out, but Perry's the best pitcher available in this game, and he's just midway through the 4th time through the order. He's pitching a good game. I'm going to leave him in against Andreessen. He's got a very short leash here. Andreessen 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Runners on first and third. Infield in for the Padres. Here it comes. 2-10, and that's a walk to load the bases. Infield is not in. Hoping for the double play ball with Johnny Bench. Nowhere to put him, got a pitch to him. Bench is over 3. Perry with a pitch. 3-5, that's a single, and the Reds are scoring runs, and that's going to be it for Perry. Morgan and Foster come across, and Andreessen goes to third. And the Reds are indeed mounting that comeback with a 2 RBI single by Johnny Bench, and that is going to be it for Gaylord Perry. No, I never leave my starters in too long. All right, let's get the change. We're going to bring Lee in. We're going to bring in Mark Lee for Gaylord Perry. That's just how that's going to happen. Where did I just put Perry? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Flip him. Mark Lee is coming in. Perry has faced 5 batters on the top of the 8th, but he's only pitched 7 innings. So we have 3 strikeouts, no homers. He's given up 1, 2, 3, 6 hits. He has surrendered 4 runs, and he's responsible for 2 more that are on base currently. And he's issued 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walks. Eek. Yeah, last inning kind of skewed these numbers for Perry. This current inning, rather. Okay, Ray Knight is set. Runners on first and third. No, infield is in for the Padres. They cannot let this happen. Lee is set. Knight standing in. Here comes the windup. The pitch. 4-4 single for Ray Knight. RBI single. Scores Andreessen. Bench to third. So, let's see. Earned runs. So that's a plus for Perry. Nobody out first and third. Cesar Geronimo. Here we go. Lee is set. Kicks and fires. 3-7. Ground ball hit to first. I didn't say infield in, and I'm going to stick with it since I see a ground ball A. Ball hit sharply to first base, and Briggs wheels and fires it to Smith, and hustles back to first for the return throw from Smith. So that's going to be a 3-6-3 double play, allowing Bench to score. They went for the double play, so it is not an RBI. So 5 runs across, and the Reds now lead 6-5 in the top of the 8th. The Reds have come back and taken the lead. 2 outs, bases cleared. Dave Collins in the 9 slot, staying in after pinch hitting for Seaver in his last at bat when he lined out. Here comes the pitch from Mark Lee. 5-11, and Lee catches him, swinging at a slider outside of the zone for out number 3. 5 across for the Reds. Oh my goodness, these Reds have such a huge start this year. It's amazing. If they win this game, they'll be 8-1 out the gate. And 1, 2, 3, 4 base hits takes them to only 7. Those 6 walks and that error. Well, no, the error didn't do anything. But 6 walks by Perry. So all of those runs scored, so that gives him 6 earned runs. And Lee is going to have -2 to his, even though he allowed them. Yep, okay. I better do that because one of them, there's no RBI marker. All right, that's that. Enough talking. Reds have taken the lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Dave Tomlin coming in to face the bottom of the Padres order in Gene Tennis, Paul Dade, and Bill Allman. And let's see what happens here. Get to the ninth. Let's see if we can get some runs across. Padres want to get back in this game. They're not too far out. Tennis is set. Standing in, Tomlin with the pitch. 3-8, and that is going to be strikeout for Tomlin. His first. One away. Paul Dade to the plate. He is 1 for 3, single, back in the second. Dade takes the pitch from Tomlin. 6-4 fly ball to center field. Geronimo is there. He is a 2 with a 20. Gets underneath it and makes the catch for out number 2. Bill Allman, second baseman, 1 for 3, single and a strikeout. Tomlin dishes, 5-9, and that's another one. Second time he's gotten him in this game. Second strikeout so far of this outing. Second strikeout for Allman, and second strikeout for Tomlin. No runs plated by the Padres. It's going to take it to the ninth. But the Reds get one more chance, and they're going to the top of their order. We do have reached the pitcher's slot. Do we want to allow him to bat? Is the question. Or do we want to bring in Moscow and Bear? And we're going to be facing the top of the order. Let Tomlin bat. Let Tomlin bat. Tomlin is a... he takes a 2 with his lumber. So let's put him in. Tomlin's going to bat to lead off the ninth. So let's put him in. Dave Tomlin, pitcher 210E, basic generic version. Here we go. Lee with the pitch. 1-6 strikeout to be expected. That is Lee's second. And that brings us to Davey Concepcion. An insurance run would be nice here, but they're trusting Tomlin to take it home. And there's another strikeout for Lee, and Lee's going to have none of it. He's going to say, you guys can have a 1-run lead on us and no more. Joe Morgan, 0 for 2, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. Lee with a pitch, 6-3, fly ball to right field. Dave Winfield circles underneath that one. Assuredly makes the catch, and that takes the Padres to the plate at the bottom of the ninth inning. And we've got a real good game going here, guys. Dodgers pulled this off a few games ago. Dusty Baker with a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth to come back and win a game for the Dodgers. Let's see if the Padres can work a wee little bit of SeaWorld magic. Because SeaWorld. Gaylord Perry is going to get pinch hit for. Mark Lee, rather. I'm sorry. Mark Lee will be pinch hit for, and they're going to bring in Jay Johnstone for the pinch hitting duties. Right there, yeah. Jay Johnstone, and we'll do stats shortly coming up on the sheet anyway. He is a 13E runner and stealer should it come up. Let's see. Which means Mark Lee went 2 innings. And, yeah, I adjusted the hits. Okay. Gave up 1 hit and struck out 3. 2 and 0. 0 and 3. Okay. All right, Dave Tomlin. It's on him. He's going to face Johnstone, then back to the top of the order. Let's see what happens. Johnstone stands in. Dave Tomlin gets the signs from Johnny Bench. Here's the windup, the pitch, and that's going to be a 4-6. And that's going to be a double into the gap for Johnstone. Tying run on second. I know Al is thinking about me playing baseball, so we're going to get extra. I haven't had an extra inning game in this project yet. Started April 4th, we're at April 14th. I haven't had an extra inning game yet. I say that every time, and I still haven't had one. Gene Richards is set. Runner on first. Richards, 279 batter. He's going to bunt him over. Good. That one is bunted down the first base line. Dreesen charging in. No play for Johnstone going to third. Wheels around, gets it to Morgan covering. For out number 1, a little bit of small ball, and the Padres put the tying run 90 feet away. 1 out. Ozzie Smith to the plate. Reds infield in. Tomlin is set. Dishes to Smith. 4-9. Fat split, and he catches it. That's a single, and the Padres tie it up. Padres tie it up. Ozzie Smith ties it at 6. Jerry Turner comes to the plate. 1 out. Runner on first, and Ozzie Smith. And he is off to the races. 111. Didn't get it. Big risk. Did not get it. Oh, that's going to hurt. Shouldn't have done that. That is 2-6. Now I'm going to have extra innings. Of course, Jerry Turner, 3 for 4. 2 singles, RBI double. Here we go, Tomlin with the pitch. Had to try to make something happen. 4-11, ground ball to Dreesen at first. He is a 2 with a 15. Gets that unassisted play for out number 3. And we, ladies and gentlemen, have free baseball. You're welcome, Al. Let's see here. That is 2 hits and 1 run for the Padres. 13, 1 run. Yeah. The bottom of the 9th. We're going to have to move this over to catch some extras. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust the size of a couple things real quick for you guys. Because we need some extra room. We need some extra room. We need the extra room. Okay, that is there. Winfield. Okay, cool. Just making sure I got my cards where I want them. Top of the 10th here at Jack Murphy Stadium. We're going to have a relief pitcher for Mark Lee for the Padres. Lee relieves 3. He went 2. We'll invert his card. Another thing I'm doing to keep track. If someone is like an inning below what their relief stuff would be, when I put them back in the deck, I do this. So that way I know they're available for the next game, but if I use them the next game, then they have to sit out the game after. Anyone I have turned over went long in relief, and they're sitting out that game. They're unavailable. So that's how I do that. Raleigh Fingers, and he's actually all that they have left. Ah, boy. Raleigh Fingers. And no, I'm not putting a runner on second. Stupid rule. It's not the way to speed up baseball. Raleigh Fingers set to start the top of the 10th, and he's going to face Foster, Dreesen, and Bench. Let's see if the Reds can't just put this one away. Foster standing in. Fingers with a pitch. 5-11 strikeout. 1 away. Dan Dreesen is 1 for 3. RBI. Run scored on a walk. 111 pops it up the middle of the infield. Easy play at second for Bill Allman for out number 2. Johnny Bench. Fingers with a pitch. 2-5. Fly ball to center field. Gene Richards is there. Gets his glove around the ball. Out number 3. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the 10th inning. Tomlin is a 2 reliever, and he has gone 3. I think we got to replace him. Man. No. Yeah, we got to replace him. We got to. Let's see what the bullpen looks like, but I think he's got to come out. He normally would only go 2 innings in relief. Da-de-da. Doug Bear is all they've got left. Tomlin, one more inning. Alright. Bottom of the 10th. Facing Dave Winfield. Dan Briggs and Gene Tennis, who homered back in the second. Dave Winfield is set. Here comes the pitch from Tomlin. 2-8. Fly ball to left field. This one is deep. It is back. Chased by George Foster to the warning track. Makes the catch. Did not catch the wind on that one. Out number 1. Dan Briggs comes into the plate. Tomlin is set. Here's the pitch. 4-9, and that's a base hit for Briggs. He is on base. Gene Tennis comes up to the plate. Tomlin is set. Here comes the pitch. 4-7. Ground ball hit to second. Joe Morgan is there. He is able to get it to Concepcion to force Briggs. On to first to Dreesen to get Tennis. 4-6-3 takes us to the 11th. Alright, so we're going to start scoring up here. Today is the 12th of June, 21. So we're going to start 11, 12, 13, Cincinnati, and San Diego. Alrighty, Tennis batted. What do you call the joint in the San Diego catcher's arm? Tennis elbow. Bad dad joke, that. Raleigh Fingers. Starting the 11th inning for the Padres. He is going to be facing Ray Knight, Cesar Geronimo, and Dave Collins. Fingers is set. Here's the pitch tonight. 1-9. Hard grounder hit to third. Play there by Paul Dade. Gets it over to Briggs for out number 1. Cesar Geronimo. Here's the pitch. Fingers. 5-10. And that's going to be on Tennis's card. 3-17. And it's a pitch gets by him. Nobody on base. Not of consequence. Geronimo steps back in, pops it up behind home plate in foul territory. Tennis chases it down. That's out number 2. Starting to perspire. I shall remove the hat. Alrighty, here we go. 2 outs, top of the 11th, 6-6 ball game at Jack Murphy Stadium, and I never updated the scoring. What did I do? OCD, crap. Okay, never mind. 5-11, and that's going to be strikeout for Fingers, his second. So that's going to take us to the bottom of the 11th in a minute because I have some stuff to do up there that I didn't do. Sorry. OCD and crap. Let's see. So, why did I change that to 1? Because I said they had 1 run. That's why I changed it to 1. They have 6. And they had they've had 3 hits. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits. That's a good thing I checked that because I've miscounted anyway. 12 hits in the Reds. Might as well make sure since I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. And wow, relievers have retired 11 Reds in a row to keep this going. 7 hits, 6 runs. Okay, so we need to do this. Yeah, get it lined up right. Okay, there it is. Bottom of the 11th coming up. 6-6 score. Tomlin is due to bat in the next inning. No, he's got to come out. Sorry. It's 4 innings of work. Tomlin's coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And we'll just have to double up on somebody because it's only 20 card sets. So, whatever. We still got Bear and Moscow. Why did I leave him in? That was kind of stupid. All right, we're going to bring in Paul Moscow to pitch the bottom of the 11th. Paul Moscow. Tomlin went 4. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. No homers given. 1 run. It was earned. 2 Ks and a walk. Paul Moscow is set to go here. Bottom of the 11th, he'll face Paul Dade, Bill Allman, and probably not a pinch hitter for Raleigh Fingers because that's kind of all that they have left as far as pitching. Dade is set. Here's the pitch. 5-12. Ground ball hit to second base. Morgan it gets to it. Gets it over to Dreesen for out number 1. Bill Allman. And that's a 4-5. A fly ball to center field. Easy play out there for Cesar Geronimo. Out number 2. Jay Johnstone was the pinch hitter. And I really don't have any more pitchers for San Diego, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boink, boink. I'm going to have to do I overuse John DeKisto? Yeah. He's going to have to take the hit. All right. Pinch hitter is going to be Bill Fahey. Yeah, we're going to have to. We don't have any choice here. Bill Fahey pinch hitting. I'm going to have to overuse DeKisto. But, yeah, stuff happens. It's my replay. I can do whatever I want to. Don't ask me questions. Well, you know, you can ask me questions. Fahey is set. Now. Paul Moscow delivers. Here's the pitch. 2 outs, bottom of the 11th. 5-9. Grounder hit to second base. Joe Morgan gets it over to Dreesen for out number 3. And double switch won't work at catcher. Okay, so Fahey will stay there as a placeholder. And I think we are going to have to bring John DeKisto back 2 games in a row. But stuff happens. All right, John DeKisto is coming in. Fingers, yeah, I'm just inverting. Okay. John DeKisto. Fingers went 2. And perfect 2. 2 strikeouts. Dink, dink, 0 and 2. And John DeKisto is going to take the top of the 12th. So that would be an O there. We go to the top of the 12th inning. And are we going to pinch hit for Moscow? Got to leave him in. He's the first batter of the inning. Moscow is he takes a 1 with his number. So pitcher hitting card number 1. John DeKisto is set. Which means we've got to write him in somewhere. Alright, so 1. It is Paul Moscow. Pitcher 210E will bat. John DeKisto is set. Breaking all the rules. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Grounder hit to third. That's going to be a Dade. He is a 3 with a 14 and gets on with an error. The throw draws Briggs off the bag. So that is an error in the top of the 12th by Paul Dade. And that's what I get for saying, I haven't had an extra inning game yet. On video, that's tempting. If I'm doing this, I want to go 21. I haven't gone more than 20. That's a stupid game between the Tigers and the Pirates in the Dead Ball League and one other. If I'm going to go this long, I want 21. Otherwise, I want it to end. Dave Concepcion is set. Runner on first. DeKisto with the delivery. 6-7 hard grounder hit to second base. It's going to be Allman. And that is going to get through for a single. And believe it or not, oh, I don't write that up there. I write that down here. E5. And Moscow is going to make it around to third base. Concepcion with the single. Reds poised to score. Padres infield in. Morgan. Here's the delivery from DeKisto. 3-9 a single, and Moscow's going to score. An unearned run, but it is a run nonetheless. 2 on, nobody out. George Foster to the plate. Here's the pitch. 3-8, and DeKisto with a strikeout. That's his first. Oh, by the way, new pitcher right there. Drawing arrows so I know where to look. Dan Dreesen, because I did that crap, is set to go. Runners on first and second, 1 away. 7-6 ball game, top of the 12th. 4-9, and that is going to be a double into the gap, and that is going to score Concepcion and send Morgan to third. And the Reds seem to have this game in hand-ish. RBI double for Dan Dreesen. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. Infield in. Johnny Bench to the plate. That's going to be a 4-11. Hard grounder hit to short. Ozzie Smith is there, handles it easily, is able to check the base runners, and goes to first to get Bench for out number 2. That's going to give us Ray Knight. Brain is not doing things. Morgan had an RBI. 6-4, and that is going to be off Tennis's card. He is a 3 with an 8. Passed ball. And that is going to allow Morgan to score. And then Knight pops it up foul to end the inning. But 3 runs scored by the Reds in the top of the 12th. So that is going to be 9-6, an additional 3 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 12th inning. Padres, it is do or die time. Are they going to be able to come back? Well, they're going to the top of the order, and Moscow is going to face them. John McNamara said leave him in the game. I have faith in this guy. Gene Richards, Ozzie Smith, and Jerry Turner. And if anyone gets on base, Dave Winfield. Bottom of the 12th. This game again brought to you by Strat-o-matic, the company that publishes this game and many other good board games and computer games for the Big Four: baseball, football, basketball, hockey. Everyday online games. Just a fantastic... overall, my experiences taken as a whole, a fantastic company to deal with. Great games. I've enjoyed them for decades. Strat-o-matic. You can reach them at www.strat-o-matic.com. Bottom of the 12th, Gene Richards leading off. Padres down by 3 and need to make it happen now. They're out of time. Moscow with the pitch. 6-8 fly ball to left field. This one is being chased in by Foster towards the foul line, moving forward to his right, makes the catch on the run. 1 away. Ozzie Smith comes to the plate. I want to get him on. He's a quick stir around the bases. Here's the pitch. Ground ball smacked at Dan Dreesen. Dreesen able to take it on a couple of hops right behind first base. Trots forward. Beats Smith there by 2 or 3 steps. Unassisted play is out number 2. Jerry Turner. Here we go. 2 outs. Bottom of the 12th. Paul Moscow is set. Gets the signs in from Bench. Looks into Turner. Here's the windup. The pitch. And that is going to be low and away on a 3-2 full count. And Turner sits on that one to get on base, hoping that he didn't sink himself. walk to extend the game. Dave Winfield coming up to the plate. Coming up right now. And he is going to face Paul Moskow. Poor Paul Moskow. Here comes the windup. The pitch. 5-3. Hard ground ball hits Concepcion at short. Sorry. Dum-de-dum. Concepcion moving to his left. Fields it. Throws across his body. Backhanded almost to Dan Dreesen. Beats Winfield by a couple of steps for out number 3. And the Reds have come back and staved off the Padres to win this in 12. Wow, what a game. I swear I have exciting games when I play strat-o-matic. Yeah, I would with any other game. I have exciting games when I play strat-o-matic. Ah, goodness. That was fun. That was fun. That was very, very fun. Let's put these Padres away. DeKisto definitely is not going to be pitching in the next game because, crap, dude. Sorry I had to do that to you. Alright, so the Padres can get put away. Dink. And then we can put the Reds away and we can do some stats. Because we all love our stats. Yes, we do. Let's put Griffin back up here. Collins back in the back. Moskow. He's a 4. And he only pitched 2. I'm going to say he's good for the next game. Yeah. Which means we flip Tomlin back. Oh, I didn't do that for the Padres. I need to get them back out. Because then at the end of the game, I go through and I adjust all of the bullpen cards. So that way for the next game, I know who is available. Keisto is Dono. Mark Lee and Rolly Fingers. They're available, but they're inverted. So if they get used, they'll be out. Alright. Dinker. 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 Zoom. Because we like our stats. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We really like our stats. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Alright. So, yeah, there's your final score right there, guys. 9-6. Cincinnati scores 3 in the top of the 12th and are able to outlast the Padres. Let's finish the pitchers real quick. Moskow went 2 and issued a walk. Dink, dink, 1-0. DeKisto went 11. He went an inning. Gave up 3 runs. That was unearned. One out only. So 3 runs and 2 were earned. He gave up 1, 2, 3 hits. Did I add those? Yes, I added those. Gave up 3 hits, no homers. DeKisto struck out 1. Got the loss. Pitcher of record at the time was Moskow, so he gets the win in relief. Okay. So let us do this. We have, this is my favorite part. It actually kind of is my favorite part. Just at the end of a long game, I want it to be over. It's going to be over. Don't worry about it. So I don't confuse and look at weird numbers when I go to enter them on the computer because I need to do it right. Ken Griffey, 0 for 4. K, 3 strikeouts. Dave Tomlin, 0 for 1, strikeout. Dave Concepcion is 2 for 5. Scored 2 runs, can a walk. Joe Morgan is 1 of 4. Scored 3 runs, had an RBI. I need to remember to, let's see, pass ball, because I keep track of that too. Tennis, pass ball. Oh yeah, final score. 9-6, 1 error, 2 errors. Okay. Did I get everything here? Unbatted in, 2 walks. George Foster is 2 for 5. Scored 1 run, batted 1 in, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Dan Dreesen is 2 for 5. Scored a run, drove in 2, and he has a walk. Johnny Bench 1 for 6. Scored a run, 2 runs batted in. Ray Knight is 2 for 6 with an RBI. Cesar Geronimo 0 for 4, worked a walk. Tom Seaver 0 for 2. Dave Collins 0 for 3, struck out twice. And Paul Moskow, no official at bats, but he did score a run, reached on an error. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches. No homers. We have 9 runs. 4, 2, 3 is correct. Strikeouts, we should have 9 and 6 walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With the project, I've learned to reconcile my score sheets. I want to make sure that this stuff is as close to accurate as possible. I don't want to just miss something. So I do this after every game. Alright, so there you go. No real standouts for the Reds. I mean, everybody did, good. 2 for 6, 2 for 5, 2 for 5, 2 for 5. Maybe 3 runs for Joe Morgan. Worked 2 walks. Scored 3 runs. 2 RBI by Dreesen and Bench. I mean, there's no real standouts to give player of the game to on that one. There really isn't. Yeah. Let's do Padres stats, shall we? See how these guys do. See how these guys add up. Gene Richards is 1 of 5. Scored a run, stole a base, sacked a hit, and that is it. Ozzie Smith, 5 out of 6. No, sorry, 4 out of 6. One of those reaches is an error. But he scored 3 runs, had an RBI, was caught stealing, and that's it, and the error. I didn't mark the error up here for George Foster. Keep track of those 2. Not fielding, but just errors. Jerry Turner is 3 of 5. Double, single, single. So RBI, double, and a walk. VI, double, walk. Dave Winfield, sack and a walk. So he's 0 for 4. But he does have an RBI, sack, fly, 2 Ks and a walk. Dan Briggs, 1 of 5. Gene Tennis. Oh, we got the error there. Okay, already. Cool. 1 of 5. Run, ribby, homer. Strikeout, error. Run, B-I, homer. Error. No, not error. Pass ball. And a strikeout. 1 for 5, Paul Dade. 1 for 5, Bill Allman. Strikeout, strikeout. Gaylord Perry's a split with Johnstone, so Perry is 0 for 2. The sacrifice hit. Johnstone is 1 for 1, run scored with a double, and Bill Fahey is 0 for 1. So that is 1, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. 10, 14, I'm missing a hit. 1, Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Nothing. Hit. Yes. 1. Yes. Hit. There's a hit. No hits. 1 hit. Okay, then I counted an extra one for one of the pitchers. So Moscow with none. That's correct. Dave Tomlin with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Seaver only had 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so Seaver with only 9 hits allowed. 9. Okay. Want to make sure it's right. And that's the best way to do it, is reconcile the score sheet at the end of each game. So yeah, that is going to be, what was it, 1, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hits. So actually, that's wrong up there. I did have 13 hits. I just missed it. Well, that's 13 instead of 12 for the Padres. We gave up 1 home run. Home run. 6 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 walks. That is accurate. So there you go. Your final score for this game. Corrected hits right here as opposed to what we have up here for the Padres. But your final score in 12. Cincinnati Reds. Let's just do this. Cincinnati Reds win this one by a score of 9-6. In real life, the Padres won it 3-2. No clear-cut player of the game. I'm not going to assign one. You guys can comment if you think somebody deserved it more than others, but it was pretty uniform as far as production. But yeah, fun game. Had a blast. Really hope you guys enjoy it. Went a long ways, but you know, extra inning games are going to take a while, and I like calling a good game. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and I know I'm not putting a lot of content on. I appreciate the subs. I appreciate everybody checking out the channel and the videos and everything. But I offered to one of my subscribers, one of my first subscribers, and I don't know if he saw my comment to his comment, but Jerry Ball. We reach 1,000 subscribers. What game do you want? You were one of the first, and I want to give it to you, man. I want to give it to you. And I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging with the channel, sticking with me, supporting me through thick and thin. It's been a wonderful ride since I started this back in August of 15, so I'm coming up on 6 years. But it really has been a blast to be able to share stuff with you guys, whether with great frequency or sporadically as it has been lately. Regardless, when I do a video, I enjoy doing a video for you guys. I enjoy doing a video for me, I really do. Want to thank you all very much for watching. Again, this is Chris with strat-o-matic Tabletop Sports Delaware. That's what it says right there. Used to be strat-o-matic Delaware. Yeah, 1,000 subs are coming up. We get there, Jerry Ball gets a game. He just needs to let me know what it is, and we will give Jerry Ball his game. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, keep on rolling. You know, like... I can't get it on the dice.